Guys, finally the truth is out and many people are beginning to speak up. Now, this is the lawyer who is giving Sheikh Gumi hard time. This lawyer has come out to call for Sheikh Gumi to be arrested, tried and jailed for romancing with, terrorists. He's the spokesperson for terrorists. He serves as the middleman between the government and the terrorists. Like you can see from this headline here, it says lawyer Malcolm demands prosecution of Islamic scholar Sheikh Gumi. And guess what? Sheikh Gumi fired back. Like you can see in this post here, it says that Sheikh Gumi was telling him to retract what he said on the social media. I'm going to be reading that for you, but see what he said here. Sheikh Gumi has given lawyer Malcolm 48 hours to retract his defamatory remark against him or face legal action. You can imagine. And this other headline here says Sheikh Gumi'S audacity, brazenness on bandits shows Nigerian government has hand in insecurity. So people are wondering how Sheikh Gumi is romancing with all these bandits and nothing is happening. Now, Sheikh Gumi has threatened legal action should this lawyer not retract what he said, but this lawyer fired back and said, "See you in court." Lawyer challenges Sheikh Gumi over defamation threat. And here he says lawyer demands prosecution of Gumi for allegedly backing terrorism in Nigeria. Don't forget that for this same reason, Sheikh Gumi was deported from Saudi Arabia. He was not allowed entry into Saudi Arabia. But when you come to Nigeria here, the Nigerian government romances with him at the expense of the victims of these bandits. He's the one speaking for the bandits, telling the federal government to use soft hand on the bandits. He shouldn't go hard so that the bandits will not come on revenge and all that. And since the government has been appeasing these terrorists, still it has not made them to drop their weapons. Instead, Sheikh Gumi will always come out to negotiate, for them to have negotiation with the government, and still they come out for negotiation carrying all their weapons and wearing the Nigerian military uniform. Now let me take you through the actual Twitter post that he posted on the Twitter space, and it says, "It's deeply alarming that Sheikh Gumi of Kaduna continues to publicly justify and defend terrorist criminals who are maiming, killing, kidnapping, raping, and displacing innocent Nigerians, while describing them as listening and reasonable human beings who should be pacified and not eliminated by force." So he said these bandits are reasonable people, that they shouldn't be eliminated by force. So these terrorists really have a plan. As they are doing, they have somebody who goes to tell the government to take it gentle with them, while they keep wrecking Nigeria. Now this tweet reads further: "His consistent public utterances, visitation to terrorist camp, and advocacy on their behalf raises serious concern regarding national security, complicity, and promotion of terrorism. Under Nigerian law, no citizen, cleric, or otherwise is above the law." So this lawyer is the only lawyer who has dealt Sheikh Gumi, calling on the Nigerian authorities to prosecute him, arrest him, prosecute him, and jail him for romancing with terrorists. He served as their spokesperson. He come out to ask on Nigerians to pacify the terrorists, that they are not bad, that they lack something. What is it that they lack that other Nigerians don't lack? People are dying in their villages, no hospital, no good road, no school. School fees have been hiked. Nobody is getting any incentive from the government. And Sheikh Gumi goes out to canvass for these people. Anyway, guys, let me allow you to take a look at the video moment Sheikh Gumi clash with Barrister Darlington. Take your time and watch this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.
So let me start off with you. Now, this country of particular concern, President Trump, Sheikh Gumi, I beg your pardon. President Trump did say a few things, like, if Nigeria doesn't address this issue, he's going to come in guns blazing and wipe out these jihadist terrorists, these jihadists that are killing Christians. Now, first, what is your immediate reaction to that? And do you think Christians are being killed, or is this a religious thing? Do you consider this, what's going on, genocidal?
Okay, it's a pleasure for me to have you on the show.
Number one, for me to have you on the show.
Yes,
go ahead, please.
The language of Trump is very contemptible and disrespecting the integrity and sovereignty of Nigeria. He called us.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, he called us a disgraced country. He also threatened Nigeria with a military action.
No, but the reason for the military action is because Nigerians, Christians, are being killed in their numbers. I don't know if you're familiar with the data.
So it means he's only concerned with the Christian lives.
Are you not concerned? Are you not concerned about the lives of Nigerians?
He's only concerned with the Christian lives, and he's not concerned with the Muslim lives.
No, but
Muslims are losing every day to these terrorists.
If we x-ray the statement from President Trump, he said he didn't say he's going to come and kill Muslims. He said he will come and he would wipe out the Islamic jihadists.
No, you see, let's be pragmatic. Let's be pragmatic in what we do. He is specifically showing that he's a vanguard of Christianity and Christians here. That will automatically turn the Muslims against him. Even though he's fighting the terrorists. And one thing also, the terrorists, because they have been attacking Muslims more. Now, if by any chance he kill anyone terrorist in the name of protecting Christians, they immediately turn their guns directly on the Christians. Let me tell you what's happening. Why they kill Muslims? Let me tell you why they kill Muslims. Let me tell you why they kill Muslims.
Go ahead, please.
You see, these terrorists, I think if you don't know their psychology and you understand them, then you will mess up with them. They are killing Muslims in towns because they say they are revenging for what government or military is doing to them. Since they don't have access to the military, and the military is protecting these Muslims, so I will attack those who are protecting. This is the psychology, this is their mentality.
So is it okay? Is it okay that people are being killed? Is it okay?
Me and you cannot change it. So now if Trump comes says we are going to fight terrorists because they are killing Nigerian lives, it will be a completely different issue. But we are specifying that he is coming to protect Christians. This is really very unfortunate, and it shows.
Sheikh, why are you saying that they are killing Muslims because of what the government is doing to them? What moral ground are they actually operating in Nigeria? Given the fact that we know that they are not even Nigerians. Sometimes we actually learn that they are foreigners terrorizing a
whatever they are, you don't give them an opportunity to cause the havoc. Look like what's happening now in Mali. Look at what's happening in Niger and other places. These people are armed from some places we don't know. Even the former Chief of Defense Staff, he said for 15 years they are fighting Boko Haram, and sometimes they find foreign currencies, euros and dollars in their pockets. So somebody is behind trying to destabilize Nigeria. But what I'm telling you essentially is, for Trump to say he's coming to protect Christians, particularly when Muslims are even dying more, this is the offensive word, and this has called, and this we should show this man we are a nation, a sovereign nation, that he should not interfere in our own internal affairs. Yes. But if he's saying he's coming to assist Nigerians, which we have many ways you can assist Nigerians.
Just give me a minute, please. Let me put this out. Let me put this out there, and then we'll take your response, and also take responses from the studio, because we have other studio guests in here with us. Now, from what we understand, Nigerians are being killed in their numbers. A particular data has it that between October 2023 and September 2024, about 4,788, about that, were killed, and out of that number, 3,100 are Christians that have been killed. So, does it matter what religion is being killed, or the fact that people are being killed, and Nigerians have also asked for support, foreign support? So if the United States will help Nigeria wipe out those that are killing Nigerians in their numbers, shouldn't Nigeria welcome such assistance? Why does it now seem, because you seem to be making it like, because they are coming to assist Christians who cried out, then it's now a war, it's not going to be between Christians and Muslims. Let me take you back to Uromi. What happened in Uromi, where a few individuals who were hunters, who were moving from one state to another, unfortunately, when mistaken to be terrorists, bandits, because they had a few weapons, and they were killed. We saw what happened. There was an outcry in the north. In fact, Governor Monday Okwebolo had to travel to Abuja, had to plead, and then promise to compensate the families of those who were killed. But Christians, Nigerians, have been killed in their numbers, displaced. And this amounts to genocide, really, where people are displaced and people are killed in their numbers, largely for their faith. So, are you not concerned that this might help solve the problem that Nigeria has been dealing with since 2009, the problem of Boko Haram? Shouldn't we be looking for a solution? And if there is one that can be arrived at without Nigeria's sovereignty being affected, why haven't we gone for that solution, Sheikh?
You just be patient and understand. If it's China coming to say that, people will believe it, because China is not closing into our internal affairs. If it's Russians, people will believe them. But America are not to be liars. They said Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction, and there is none. And they have caused confusion in Iraq, in Libya, and everywhere. So when they said Muslims are killing, or there is massacre of Muslims, like Christians in Nigeria, from which side? They didn't specify whether it is the government or whether it is the Muslims that are doing it, or even if Christians are targeted, whatever it is. If Americans can cure and eliminate the terrorists, I will welcome it myself. But I know they cannot.
Okay, when you say they cannot, let me tell
you. Okay. They have fought 20 years in Afghanistan. They could not finish them. Afghanistan is in Syria now. This same thing. And this terrorist you see, it's not easy to just come and drop bombs here and there and think you will finish them. They have infiltrated the society, so it's going to cause more damage. More Muslims and more Christians will be killed if America would drop a bomb in Nigeria. I'm telling you this. You can take it for a record. So what we are trying to avoid, we are going to even compound it. Look, myself, I have been trying to see how we can pacify these people. I've been going to see how we can pacify these people and redirect them, because they are human beings. They listen and reason. But if you say you want to use force against force, then you will compound the problem and make the thing dirty. If Nigerian army, which has been very active in many hotspots, cannot deal with this issue for 18 years, for 15 years with Boko Haram, and now the bandits, and to me, the bandits are even more vicious, because
you said something about Nigerian army not being able to do something about it for some time now. You have been the person, or rather, news have actually carried it, that you more like mediate or serve as an intermediary between them and the government, and that actually has sparked quite reaction among Nigerians. What can you tell us about be, some of the good points or flash points of your, interaction or discussion with them, especially when you had to get into the bush?
Number one.
The other time we're talking about giving them amnesty and all that.
Yes. You see, just to entice them to leave their weapons. You see, one thing good about it is, you see, you don't treat a disease without diagnosis. If a doctor can diagnose a disease, even if it's cancer, he will know how to manage it. So the good thing about it is, now before we are fighting a phantom, we don't know something is fighting us, coming to take us. We don't know that person. Now, by going to talk with them and sit down with them and to hear their grievances and understand their psychology, so we are able now to contain the problem. Now, Kaduna is relatively safe. I can say you don't hear any more mass killings now in Kaduna, because we understand their psychology, and the governor is cooperating. We are talking to them, and they are keeping their weapons. They are not fighting. They're still on the weapons. They hold the weapons. But you see, this is a small, gradual process in which slowly we will civilize them. We will take away their weapons and let them go to good citizens. So this is it. It has to be systemic. But for America to come and start bombing in northern Nigeria, I'm telling you, the question.
Let's bring this conversation to...
People have sympathy for the bandits.
Let's bring this conversation to the studio. Barrister Alex, with you. I mean, you've been following this conversation, of course, what Sheikh have just said. From your perspective, first off, what's your general review of this statement from the U.S. government? Plus, from all that has been said thus far, is it clear right now that Nigeria seems to be negotiating with these bandits and terrorists in clear view of what, of course, the opposition would want to put up on it?
Thank you, David. It is unfortunate that we are going through this route. Seriously. It's unfortunate that America is even pitying us. America is angry with what is going on here. For God's sake, how can a group of people call themselves bandits and they are holding Nigeria to ransom? Where is it done? Can such a thing happen in America? That is why this man Trump is angry with us. This type of thing can never happen anywhere. And look at how we are trying to pamper them. Look at Moses. On a more serious note, they said anybody who go to the bush and fetch anti-infested firewood is calling for lizard to come for a party in his house. If we have not allowed these people to come into Nigeria, will anybody be talking to us? Are we going to become a number in the CPC? But because we allow this thing, and leaders from the beginning, they were tolerating these boys. Moses, on what ground would anybody, any leader in Nigeria, allow from the north or south, go outside and bring terrorists into Nigeria?
Also, do you have faith in the approach being carried out so far to assuage their temper?
It's a lie. No. Hold on. Somebody in this country once told us that there are good and bad bandits. I'll take my dictionary. I didn't see where they wrote these are good bandits and these are bad bandits. I don't know what that is. Somebody told us that they are their boss, that if anybody should attack them, they will not vote for that person. In this country, somebody told us that yes, that if government does not answer to them, there will be no peace in Nigeria. Mostly these things are statements that was made for a man who claimed to be patriotic, a statesman. Is that how to solve a problem? You are pampering these boys, you are making them to become so bold. What audacity do they even have to attack anybody in Nigeria? For what? No, hold on. These other people, especially from the southeast, who have been fighting for themselves, do they want for government subsidy? No, do they want for government to pamper them? No, these other people that are fighting for struggling to survive in Nigeria. Why must a group of people now tell us that we must answer them? They are this, psychological, this and this. These other Nigerians that are holding peaceful agitation, peaceful nature, peaceful businesses. Are they not Nigerians? Okay. So if all of us become bandits, what will happen to us, Moses? Hold on. If all of us become bandits, will Nigeria exist? You can see how we clearly bring problem into ourselves and we are now blaming America. How can anybody be happy that...
Wouldn't America's involvement affect the sovereignty of Nigeria?
Sorry?
Wouldn't America's involvement affect the sovereignty of Nigeria?
That it involves terrorism. Terrorism in one state is terrorism all over the world. You remember at a point, America had to place a travel ban on some countries where terrorists are really sway. You remember? Good. That will tell me that.
So you are in support of America invading Nigeria. 100%. Guns are blazing.
I said 100%. Since the government has refused to listen, and leaders have not been helping matters.
Wouldn't that affect the sovereignty of Nigeria? That's the question I'm asking.
You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are not telling you what to do, Abi. You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are on the dining table with government, telling government what to do, and leaders are supporting it in Moses. That's really my annoyance. Why would anybody utter such words? These are things you should frown at. Who brought them into Nigeria? Was Nigeria like this in 1999? Moses, please be sincere to yourself. Who brought them into Nigeria? What are they doing here? Why are they not in Ghana? Why are they not in the Republic of Benin? Please, why are they not in South Africa? You can see, we forgot the genesis of our problem and we are blaming America. Let them come. If that will solve the problem. Since you people don't know what to do, let them come and help us. Look at now, as I'm talking to you now, almost 20 villages have been taken over in Plateau and Benue. Moses, who are those to occupy those villages? Are they Christians? The real indigenous of those states are now in IDP camp and they are the farmers in Nigeria. Can you beat that? And yet, everybody is not talking.
So do you think if America gets involved and then come to, in quote now, save Christians in Nigeria, do you think it will lead to an unrest between Christian and Muslim, like the Sheikh has said? It might let Muslims turn against Christians.
We have tolerated enough. We have taken enough from these people. Sharibu, as I talk to you now, a young girl is now in what? Captivity because of her religion. Moses, have you seen any Christian group that have kidnapped any Muslim girl because of her faith? Yet we kept quiet. Have you talked? Did you say anything? Somebody woke up one day. I told her that Tinubu's wife should be killed because she's a Christian. That God told him to kill Tinubu's wife. I'm talking of provocative statements that can cause problems. Yet we kept quiet. Moses, did you hear that? Did you say anything? Is it not hard to show tolerance?
Okay.
So why can't our Muslim brother do the same thing? So that Nigeria will live in peace.
Before we come, sorry please, I want you to land on your thoughts.
Yes, let them do the same thing and see whether this place when America will even look at us, not to talk of placing it on CPC. That's what we're saying here. It is because of the actions and statements of leaders that have caused the problem. They should not deny it. Yet they still want to blame us for what they have caused. They still want to blame us to Moses. How do you take that? Is that not very short? You are talking of American something, but you insulted us. When you told us that except you agree with the bandits, there will be no peace in Nigeria. Moses, can you beat that? And because of this statement, that's why Saudi Arabia could not tolerate you.
So guys, you have seen it for yourself. Many people have applauded this lawyer for taking this step. At least speaking up is something Nigerians should really applaud. Like this person says, Sheikh Gumi and the likes are cashing out on Nigerian insecurity. Many top politicians and high-ranking security agents are complicit. Gumi only represent their interest in the interest of the group. Arresting, prosecuting Gumi is like washing an old woman's wrapper. The worst being in public. The worst being in public. I don't understand. Let's start from Sheikh Gumi. He will be able to give more information on his accomplices. Now, this person says, serious system of government would have knocked Gumi before now. We celebrate nonsense too much in this country. That's why America president see us as a disgraced country. This person says, barrister, do all those laws you mentioned ever work in Nigeria? We are patiently waiting for the portals, that's the US, to do the needful. And this person said the real question is government interested in fighting terrorism and its sponsor? That's the question. This person say, why I second the motion. No one is above the law. If Nigeria is serious about fighting terrorism, we must first arrest, prosecute Sheikh Gumi. Anything less is a danger to humanity and national security. The question others are asking is Nigeria really serious to end insecurity? Seeing the fact that, you know, under this APC leadership, they just keep romancing with these people, asking for pardon all the time. Can you imagine that? The Nigerians should pardon them. That's what they are saying. Nigerians should pardon them. So you can imagine all that. It's really, really so sad where we are as a country, honestly. I just hope that we'll find a solution to what is currently happening in Nigeria. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.